Trekkies and Trekkers, I've got something new for you today. I think you're going to enjoy this. In fact, maybe not just for the Trekkies and Trekkers, maybe for the Star Wars fans or the, you know, G.I. Joe fans, whoever. I got this. It's made by Nova. It's called the Ubiquitous UB-01 Standard Diorama Display Set. And here, I'll show you. Let me get my. It has some different ideas for you about ways that you can lay it out. It is ages 16 and up. And the box, it's got this sleeve part. Yes, it is. I am not doing an unboxing. I was aware of what this was and how many parts were in it and that kind of thing beforehand. There's not a whole lot of other information on the box. There's showing you some other pictures of dioramas that you can build. Now, it does show on some of these, there's some lights. This is not a lighted set. Now, the cool thing is, and I'll try and show you as we go along, is that it does have spots where you can actually add lighting. Like you could do LED or fairy lights inside of this set. But I'm just going to get this slid back on. It comes with an instruction booklet, sort of instruction booklet. It's more like an explanation of how parts fit together, and it specifically is showing you how to make okay, on the cover, it's that middle one right there. Because that middle one right there uses at least a couple of every single part that it comes with. And I'm trying to see how many parts does it comes with, because it is a lot. See, it says it comes with 4 of this, 8 of this, 28, 4, 8, 8, 8, 16, 4, 4, 4. There's got to be at least 100 pieces in the box. I mean, there's 60 of the little clip, of that little clip. There's 156 of the part that's used to clamp them together. It's a lot. There is a lot in that little box, and the instructions, like I said, they're not. They are really intended to just sort of show you how this stuff can work and what the parts do, so that if you want to put them together in this exact configuration, because let me get to the end of the instructions. It has the instructions for the non-lighted set, the lighted set, and then there is apparently a extended expansion set that you can get. And man, I am really tempted to get the expansion set now, because this was freaking amazing. But yeah, here's the last page of the instructions showing you how that octagon shaped piece all comes together. And I really, like I said, I think that's more or less just for helping you learn how this thing goes together. Because I'm kind of curious. I didn't even pay attention to the expansion set to see what it comes with. Let's see. Well, a lot of this looks like more of the same pieces like you get in the primary set. There's only 96 of the little hooks instead of, what did I say, 150 something was how many? 156. So basically it's not quite cut in half. But once you get past the learning curve on how this thing goes together is when it gets really cool. And I didn't want to build anything that exactly like what they had. What I really wanted was some kind of like a 3/4 corridor, alien hallway, something to that effect. So that's what I did. Now, because this is so big, I'm going to completely switch over to the toy cam and let you take a look at it from there. So, this is what I built. And let me get my hand in here so you can start getting an idea of just how big this is. I honestly didn't even think to measure how big this ended up. Let's see, it's ended up just a little under 10 inches, about 9.5, almost 10 inches tall. About the same in width. But this is only the start. This is just the first thing I put together. But I want to give you a good chance to look at it and see. And I've got a couple of my custom Klingon original series figures. And you see that by leaving 2 squares open on the end, it makes for a really good sized doorway for the Playmates figures. Theoretically, you could even do 6-inch figures. I don't have any 6-inch figures here next to me. Otherwise, I would show you what a 6-inch figure would look like in here as well. But this definitely gives you an idea. And here, let me put one at each end just to help with that scale. Give you an idea on how that can work. I mean, this thing is great. It also does work for 3 3/4 inch figures, if that's what you have. For that, I've got a couple of these Galoob TNG figures here. Now, obviously, it makes the room look a lot bigger. Makes the space a little more expansive. You could always shrink this down, not have this center row in here. Just do the 2 angled parts if you wanted to make it smaller for your 1/18 scale figures. But yeah, it definitely looks like if you want, I mean, you can get away with too high for the regular walls for anything over the 1/18, but for 1/18 scale, you want something bigger. Now, this is the thing, though. I got done making this one, and I had a ton of parts left over. So for the moment, I'm going to slide this kind of over to here. And first, I made just a little angled corridor. You can have it be a tight little space for your Playmates figures. It works like that. You can put the 18th scale 3 3/4 inch figures in here, and it works a little better, which is why I was talking about having the walls only too high for them. This obviously wouldn't work for a 6-inch scaled figure. But then I realized, oh, wait, I can always bring this back in, and instead of having an open door back there, bam, now it looks like that is a corridor that connects up to. And I mean, it fully integrates it to where it doesn't even look any different. But this is the thing. I still wasn't out of pieces. So this time I'm just going to turn the whole table. We're going to set these guys to the side. I'm going to turn the table. Next, I made this. It's just an L-shaped wall. You could take, and if you just want to have a figure just displayed in front of a wall, you could build something like that. You can also turn it on its side like that, just to give some texture for a background. You can flip it around to the back, and now you've got an angled area. And you're going, oh wow, you've made that huge display. You've made an extension for that huge display. You've made an extension for that. What else could you possibly do? Well, I still had enough pieces for four sections of a wall with a column. With a light column. I still had 2 light columns left. And I can either, I could take and do that, and now I've got a nice wide plain wall. If I want to do that, I can have this flipped around. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with it now. If I wanted, I can just do this, and I've got a completely different look for a diorama. Now, if you're noticing, let me get to what I was talking about with the lights. Do you see these holes that are between all of the plates? And let me pull. There's also holes in between where the lights connect, and it comes in through here. And let me, here in fact, it helps to use the light to kind of pull it apart. These do come apart, and fairly easy. This one's not doing it so much, but you can get an LED in behind that in order to light up that. And of course I can now, if I want, I can flip that upside down. Now the column's on the other side. And the thing is that I can still use this stuff as extended pieces for this diorama, this main diorama that I have. I can always, stick that on there to make the hallway a little more claustrophobic. Or, you can do all kinds of stuff with this. I mean, it's kind of up to you. And the thing is that this is where I'm going to show up some pictures of, I took and used a few different figures to show that using some different lighting, just get you some plain LED lights and hang them up and put them up around it in different ways. You don't even have to run the lights through the specialty parts. Just put some lights on it, and you can change the effect and the feel. Shoot it from different angles, from different ends, and you're gonna get all kinds of stuff from that. So yeah, needless to say, I'm super thrilled with this. Its current price is $79.99, which makes it about $95 after taxes and shipping and all of that. And is it worth it? I think so. Oh, in fact, just so you understand, I've still got a few parts left over. I don't know that I could really make anything with them. It's a handful of floor panels and such, but you can easily make 2 full dioramas. My Koloff is drunk, as always. You can easily get 2 complete dioramas out of this. And if you bought the extension sets and whatnot, you could build a massive. I can't even imagine how big you could build your own small ship with about 3 or 4 of these things. So A+ for me. This thing is freaking cool, and it's going to make being able to do diorama shots so much more fun. So I definitely recommend checking it out. Look it up on Google. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. As far as I know, that's still the only place you can get it. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, and I will see you next time.
If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Also, you can support the show by signing up on Patreon, or head over to Zazzle to pick up prints of my artwork, prints on canvas, t-shirts, and other merch. You can find me on social media. For more information and updates on the channel, all info is below. If you didn't enjoy the video, why are you still here? Do you want a song? Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, them, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, who can screw himself. You can listen to somebody else.